embodying endurance against the cold. Their cautious steps press deep into the snow, ears alert in every direction, carrying the weight of survival with each stride. Yet in Yellowstone, size offers no guarantee. In the shadow of bare trees, hidden eyes watch. The wolves of Lamar Valley, winter's silent assassins, wait patiently. The wind shifts. Snow crunches beneath hooves. One elk drifts from the herd. The leader signals, and the pack responds. Dark forms streak across the white, arrows of shadow closing in. The chase erupts. The herd bolts. Wolves push relentlessly, herding, isolating, and steering their target into unforgiving terrain. Breath clouds the air. Snow cracks and slips beneath the race. Ahead lies a frozen stream, black water steaming faintly in the cold. The elk hesitates, then leaps, plunging into the frigid current like a blade through glass. The pack halted at the water's edge. They exchanged low growls, yet none dared plunge into the freezing current. Despite their reputation as relentless hunters, wills faltering deep, icy water where their strength fades and their advantage disappears. A single mistake could endanger them all. For a brief moment, everything stood still as the elk fought through the stream. The cold clung to its body, its coat heavy and drenched, but it pressed on. With one final surge, it scrambled onto the far bank drenched, trembling but alive. The wolves remained unmoving, their eyes fixed and unyielding, yet the chance was gone. Relief for the prey, frustration for the predators. In Yellowstone, dominance does not always guarantee victory. Sometimes survival comes from one desperate leap. The hunters stood silent, breath rising in pale clouds against the frost. Then, without a sound, the leader turned and the others followed, their tracks sinking deep into snow as they vanished into the trees. It was a failed hunt, but not a final one. For wolves, patience is a weapon as sharp as their teeth. They do not waste strength with reckless pursuit. They wait, returning when weakness tips the balance. Failure today only fuels tomorrow's ferocity. In this frozen wilderness, hesitation is fleeting because hunger never rests. The quiet trek back carried the weight of defeat, no howls, no celebration, only steady breathing and fleeting glances that spoke of tension, respect, or restless ambition. At the front walked the alpha abroad, dark gray male, whose thick mane framed a powerful body. His presence alone kept the group in order. In the wild, authority does not always belong to the biggest, but to the wisest, the one who measures risk, chooses targets, and enforces discipline. He was both strategist and teacher, guiding every hunt and shaping the next generation. The Lamar pack, often 6 to 8 strong, thrived on this structure. Each wolf held a role leaders, flankers, distractors, and eager young apprentices. Their true weapon was not brute force, but coordination. They were not just predators. They were tactical warriors. And above all, they knew who commanded. The alpha paused on a rise, scanning the distant plateau where the wind carried the scent of new prey. Hunger still gnawed at them, but despair was absent. Instead, their pace shifted, their focus sharpened. Another battle awaited. They fanned out in a wide arc, advancing toward an open meadow where the scent grew thicker, rich with musk, earth, and raw strength. Out of the haze of snow, a hulking silhouette stirred. Not a shadow, but an immense and ancient beast. One calf kicks its legs high, leaping playfully among the wildflowers. A soft breeze carries its young cries through the valley. Nearby, the mother bison watches quietly, calm yet alert, ready to shield her calf if danger stirs. The moment feels serene, as though this land had never known snow, never echoed with roars, never witnessed the terror of a midnight chase. Yet in Yellowstone, peace is always fleeting. Not far away, Beyond the short pines where sunlight pours over fresh grass, another world stirs. The dew has lifted, leaving the ground damp, shimmering golden in the spring air. The Lamar wolves, free from the grip of winter, now rest on the meadows. They roll and tumble in the grass, a rare glimpse of harmony. From the thicket, a tiny shadow slips forward, stepping clumsily from beneath its mother. A wolf pup, round and soft with gray-brown fur, ears still drooping, totters on unsteady legs. It presses its nose to the wet grass, gazing upward, as though seeing the sky for the first time. A sudden shift in the wind. Instantly, every wolf lifts its head. A sharp crack echoes from the woods. Not deer, not branches. From the brush emerges a hulking black figure, a bear. Its frame massive, shoulders arched, fur thick and dusty. Each step slow and heavy, as if unconcerned with all around it. Perhaps it wandered by, or perhaps it caught the scent of the pup. The alpha stretches forward, no howl, no snarl, only tightened muscles. The pack spreads into an arc, holding their ground. The mother nudges her pup back, two others forming a barrier before it. None retreat. The bear bellows, a deep thunder rolling through the forest. Then, with sudden force, it charges like a moving boulder. Chaos erupts. For less than a minute, the standoff rages, breathless and tense. At last, the bear falters. Another roar shorter, resigned, and it withdraws, lumbering into the trees, leaving heavy tracks in the damp earth. The wolves remain, sides heaving, eyes fixed on the vanishing shape. Not a glorious triumph, but a triumph nonetheless. Above all, the pup is safe. In Yellowstone, where death may strike at any moment, survival doesn't always require blood. Sometimes, unity and strength alone are enough to drive danger away. Here, beneath snow and silence, creatures like wolves, bison, and elk endure, not merely living, but struggling each day to continue their existence. It is a battle without an audience, without prizes, guided only by instinct, endurance, and silent unity. Life here doesn't reward the strongest, but those who endure, who adjust, and who never surrender. Yellowstone is filled with such untold stories, brief encounters, fragile victories, and moments of survival that quietly shape the destiny of its creatures generation after generation. If the resilience of the wild inspires you, make sure to follow the channel so you don't miss the journeys ahead. And share your thoughts among wolves, moose, bison, and bears, which left the deepest mark on you. Together, let's spread an appreciation for nature's strength to more people. High in the frozen ranges, another king rules the snow leopard, master of the Himalayas. The sun rises slowly above the towering peaks, bathing the snowy ridges in a soft golden glow. Summer on the Tibetan plateau unveils a rare transformation. Grass pushing through melting ice, streams carving their way down cliffs, and only the toughest creatures enduring. On a steep rocky slope, a silhouette glides effortlessly over stone, an adult female snow leopard. Her frame lean yet powerful, her thick silver coat patterned with dark rosettes, blending perfectly with the rocks around her. The shift of seasons forces her to follow prey, as blue sheep and antelope climb to higher pastures. She moves with the silence of mist, her padded feet carrying her over sharp rock, her claws ready to grip any ledge. Her pale eyes scan every shadow. On a ridge, a herd of Himalayan ibex grazes. She lowers her body, creeping closer, muscles taut. 20 meters. A sudden leap, she surges forward like lightning. The herd scatters, but one young straggler falls to her crushing bite. Another hunt, the days of summer repeat in this rhythm of pursuit and survival. Yet deep within, another